Alrighty, YouTube, and welcome back to Fern Valley Farms YouTube channel, where on this channel we are pure country, and today we are playing electrician. I am going to show you guys how to change or replace an electrical outlet. This is really simple. You know, farm related, when you own a farm, you got to learn to be a plumber, an electrician, a carpenter, a roofer, a septic guy. You got to do everything, because you can't pay somebody to do all this work, like putting this water softener in, learning how to sweat pipe, all this kind of stuff. So we're down in the basement. I'm running some outlets. I'm getting my YouTube studio put together, which I will do a complete video on that, and this is actually part of it. These are going to be switches for lights, but that's a whole other story, and when I get to that, I will show you guys. And like I always do, I forgot to turn my light on, so give me a second here. I always forget to turn this light on. Every time. There we go. Alright. That should help. Anyways, we are going to change an outlet. Really simple. Let's say you had an outlet go bad and you want to replace it. You don't want to call an electrician. If you don't know how to do this kind of stuff, you got to pay the service call, however 80 bucks an hour to change an outlet. When you can do this yourself, it is so simple. The main thing, unless you want to get yourself lit up, is find your circuit breaker, whichever circuit breaker is on, and turn it off. You could do this hot. When I say by hot, I mean the circuit breaker is not off. And you can do it hot. You just got to be careful, you know, live. The trick is if you got pliers, you know, like needle nose pliers, or a screwdriver with a wooden handle, pliers with a rubber handle, you're fine. If you're touching these wires with this and it's hot, that's fine, as long as you're holding the rubber handle. If you touch the metal part when you're touching the wire, you're going to get zapped. If you touch both of them at the same time, you're really going to get lit up. This is only 110. Outlets, switches, lights are all 110. Something like a welder or like your heat, your air conditioning, your well, that's all 220. Outlets, lights, that's all 110. So when you get hit by 110, it doesn't hurt quite as bad. But you know what, just go find your circuit breaker, turn it off. Makes this real easy. So I'm going to show you how I put this outlet in. Let's pretend like you're going to change it, or if you want to add an outlet to it. If you're going to change it, let's just say you're going to add an outlet to it. You got your wire coming down, you got black and white. Most of them are black and white. Usually black is hot, white is ground. This is so simple. You just take your outlet. I'm going to zoom the camera in here so I can show you guys. Okay, hopefully this comes out pretty clear. You're going to take your outlet, there it is, and all you're going to do, you got two posts on it, you got two screws on either side, one here, one there, same thing on the other side. You got a screw top, bottom. You want one side, one wire to one side of this, the other wire to the other side. You don't want to put them both on the same side. If you do, you're going to short it out, and when you go to flip your circuit breaker, it'll trip back. And you can have a short somewhere. It won't allow you to if you hook this up wrong. So what I do, just habit, I do black on. If you're looking at your switch like this, you know, with the ground part down, I just do black on one side, left, black on the right, white on the left. It's just something I've always done, black and white. So black here, white here. Really easy. So all you do is you take your wire and you kink it. Yeah, you can see this okay. This goes on here. Let me get my glasses, hold on. You put your wire on just like that. What I do, when I get the wire on, I take the pliers, try not to step too much in front of the camera here, and I just kind of kink this wire, I just kind of bend it around that screw. It just keeps it on there tight, like that. It just keeps it on there tight. I like wrapping it around and keeping it on tight, because for some reason if that wire were to come loose and there is a current going through this, it can jump on this a little bit, and sometimes your outlet might seem like it's working and it's not working. That's because your wire's jumping, because when there's current going through it, it can vibrate if it's not tight. So you just take it, just tighten it down, get it back to the middle, tighten the black down. Just make it pretty tight. That's why it comes in handy to take and loop that around. You can see that on there? Yeah, you can see that pretty good. So the black's on there. See the white one, or the other side, the bottom one, I'll show you in a minute what I'm gonna do here. So then you take your white on the other side, hook your white on, take your plier. Like I said, I just I bend the wire down like that. Crank it down. Tighten it pretty tight. Take your copper ground, put your copper ground on the bottom, the green one right there. Put your copper on that. Kink it. When I go to do the lights, I'll do another video on how to install lights. That's a little bit trickier because you got to tie off your two whites. You can come off your light switch with your black and white, but you got to tie off your whites up at the outlet or at the light fixture. But that's a different video. So that gets a little trickier. And obviously, I taught myself some of this, and I got friends that are electricians, watching people do it. And you learn the hard way sometimes. Like you go to do something, you get zapped, like whoop, that wire don't go there. So you learn. But outlets is really, really simple. So that's it. All you gotta do is trip the circuit breaker now, and that outlet is ready to go. But I want to show you one more thing. Let's pretend like you took another one of these boxes. Let me zoom this out a little bit here. Be nice if I had a camera person, huh? Okay, so you see what the outlet looked like. Black on the top, white on the top on the other side. Well, now you got two more screws. You got another screw on either side of this. If you were going to take another one of these boxes, these metal boxes work nice. Because if for some reason there was a short and there was a fire, it's all going to stay in the box. I like the metal ones, especially when you're working in the basement. It's not like it's up in your living room or your kitchen or whatever, where it's going to be seen. Down here, it really doesn't matter too much. Even if I'm putting them in walls, I'll use the metal box. I like them. So anyways, let's pretend like you take this box and put it down here, or you could even put an outlet right here. You could run wire off of here. What you want to do is you want to take the knockout out. There's a knock. These are called knockouts in these boxes. You pop that out, and if you were going to put another outlet right here, let's pretend like we have one of these already sitting here. All you do is get a piece. Is cut yourself a piece. Always cut yourself wire longer than you need, because if you cut it too short and you can't get it in, you want to be able to pull the outlet out like this and have plenty of room to work. If you cut it too short, then it's going to be harder to work on it. Let me zoom this back in again here. Back a little bit. There we go. Okay. Yeah, you always want to have plenty of wire so you got plenty of room to work with this. If you cut it too short, if you're trying to run it up into the next box, if you come too short, you might not be able to pull the outlet out far enough and screw it and work on it. So all you do, like I said, if there was an outlet in that top box, you take your black wire, come off of this side here, take your white wire, come off of that side here, go up to the next box, and do the same thing with the other outlet. Come back here. I wish I had a camera person. Someday when I'm big time, maybe I'll be able to hire somebody, right? So anyways, you put your outlet here. You take, let's say, cut yourself a piece about a foot long, let's say, if you're going from this box to that box. Go white on the bottom, black on the bottom, white on the same side, black on the same side, screw it down, you're done. That's it. That's how simple it is to either add a light, to add an outlet, change the outlet, even if you wanted to get rid of it. Let's say you wanted to take this out. You didn't want this outlet here no more. Take the outlet off and just cut the ends of the wires and then put a wire nut on it. They come in all different sizes. This is number, what is this, 14-3 wire, I think. This is a smaller wire, like the little orange. Wire nuts work perfect on this. You could take that wire off, put the wire nut on either side, black tape it, shove it in the box, and let me show you here. There's one right here. You can put the, like I said, so you take the wire, cut it, put the wire nut on it, black tape it so it's on there tight, shove it in the box, and you take one of these solid plates and just cover it up. That's all you do. Take the solid plate, it goes right on here just like that, and it's covered. And then nobody could accidentally stick their fingers in there, or kids or whatever, put their finger in there. But it's that easy. That's all there is to changing or replacing an outlet. So now I'm going to take this, This is why it's nice doing this when the circuit breaker is turned off. Like I said, I've done this hot before. You just got to be really careful, and it never fails. You seem to get zapped. I use my battery drill, and I'm just going to put that screw. I like these metal boxes too because these screws are so much nicer. You can use the plastic boxes. A lot of times you use the plastic ones when you're doing wall outlets and joists and stuff. Like if you're building a room or a wall. The blue boxes have nails on them, in them. So when you put the box next to the wall here, there's a nail that nails right into the stud. And those work really good too. But I like these metal boxes. Just go like this. Screw it all the way in. And I just finished hand tightening it the rest of the way. And this outlet is ready to go. I'm going to go trip the circuit breaker and I will show you. Hold on. Okay, I just tripped the circuit breaker. I always grab myself a power tool of some sort just to plug it in and test it. I've got my jigsaw here. There it is. It's that simple. Then you could take whatever you want for a face plate. Like for down here, I just got these inexpensive face plates up in the house upstairs. I've got the nicer wooden ones for the walls. That's it. There's your outlet. That's how simple this is. This is really, really easy. You can save yourself a whole lot of money if you just kind of follow what I said. If you got any questions or comments, go ahead and ask. I'll answer them. Doing the lights, that's a little bit trickier, and I'll do a video on that when I'm ready. I just did one for another spot in the basement down here. But when I do these other lights here for this part of my my studio that I'm getting ready down here, I'll show you how to do it. That's like I said, that's a little trickier because you got to tie off wires and you got to run from your switch to your light and come back. But we'll do a video on that. So anyways, changing a light socket, really simple. Anyways, hopefully you liked the video. Consider subscribing to the channel. Support the channel. I could use it. If you do subscribe, there's a little bell next to the subscribe button. Click on the little bell. You will get notified every time I make a video. There's lots of videos on here, all my beekeeping videos, all the farm videos. So I think that's it. Like I said, any questions, comments, please leave them. Give me a thumbs up too if you like it. The thumbs up is always appreciated. So until next time, YouTube, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.